Get ready because this one hurts a bit.
Cross to the far post, Brighter spills it, and it's off the post!
After everything we've seen, it doesn't fully back the idea that Mikel Arteta's Arsenal have the strength and personality needed to go from almost to actual Premier League champions.
Come on. Those guys would have been watching the game last night. Pep won't admit it, the City players won't admit it, but they would have been dancing around their living rooms thinking this is now a chance for us. And they will be thinking, will they not, Jody? This is Arsenal's, the heads have gone it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what you need to be like spreading throughout that Man City dressing room. They'll be reminding themselves, saying, look, we've been in this position before, we've been behind Arsenal, and we've managed to get in front of them.
We've seen this film before. In 2022/2023, they threw away an 8-point lead after 29 games. Twice in the last few seasons. They've let Manchester City run them down, and now it's starting to feel familiar again.
A really sad day, a lot of difficult emotions. Obviously, we lost the game. We lost the championship after 10.5 months fighting for it. 9.5 months almost on top of it.
This season Arsenal has been at the top of the table since September 14th. That sounds solid, that sounds dominant, but champions don't usually throw away a 2-goal lead against a team sitting at the bottom of the league with just 9 points all season. Currently Arsenal's 5-point lead at the top looks, at best, fragile. City has a game in hand, and both teams still have to face each other at the Etihad in April. That's not a comfortable situation. But here's the real concern. Arsenal have taken just 10 points out of a possible 21 in their last 7 Premier League matches. A 0-0 draw against Liverpool.
Good play. Pulls it right.
Another 0-0 against Nottingham Forest.
Murillo trying to get back. Gyökeres.
A 3-2 defeat to Manchester United. Yes, they smashed Leeds 4-0.
Jesus, nice turn. Still Jesus.
Yes, they beat Sunderland 3-0.
Finds Havertz into Victor Gyökeres.
But then came a 2-2 draw against Brentford.
Bees buzzing around the Arsenal goalkeeper. Is that?
And another 2-2 against Wolves. That's not champion form. That's hesitation. That's crack showing at the worst possible time. And what have they done in the process? They've woken up the monster. Guardiola's Manchester City are back on a run with 2 consecutive league wins, building rhythm at exactly the right moment. If City wins their Saturday match against Newcastle, they go 2 points behind Arsenal, with momentum on their side. Suddenly the title is back in their hands. Again, the ghosts are here, the doubt is creeping in, and it's starting to look like Arsenal are becoming exactly what Mikel Arteta feared most. A team that gets close but can't finish the job. The situation at Arsenal is starting to look properly alarming. Listen to this carefully. Only Crystal Palace and West Ham have dropped more points from winning positions in the Premier League in 2026 than Arsenal. 7 points thrown away. And because of that, Manchester City are now breathing right down their necks. Put it simply, if City win their remaining 12 matches, including that massive home clash against Arsenal in April, they win the league. It's in their hands. And yes, technically the same applies to Arsenal. If they somehow regroup and win their remaining 11 matches, including the trip to the Etihad, they'll finish top. But here's the difference. Arsenal has left themselves with 0 margin for error. None. One slip and it's over. And history isn't exactly on their side. Over the last 4 seasons, whenever we've reached this stage of the campaign, Manchester City has finished stronger than Arsenal every single time. It doesn't matter whether City were chasing or leading. Guardiola's side has consistently found another gear in the final stretch. Meanwhile, Arsenal haven't. Since 2021/2022, from this point in the season onward, City have always picked up more points than the Gunners. Always. That's not a coincidence. There's still plenty of football left to play. This isn't mathematically done. But trends matter. Patterns matter. And right now, the pattern says Arsenal slows down when it matters most.
Spoken so often about them being the best team, the best squad in the league. But you know, that counts for nothing if you haven't got that composure and ability to play and get results under pressure. And as you say, Merce, yeah, that word bottle will be used quite a bit in the next few days.
If they don't break that cycle this year, the wait goes on, and that would mean 23 years without a Premier League title. That's not pressure, that's history weighing on your shoulders.
You put money on the table, you're 7 points ahead. What do you want to be? 30 points ahead, and then you want the league, you want to win the league already now? We are doing extremely well. We asked Mikel Arteta to find a way to be above Liverpool and Man City. If they're not following with Villa, that's on them. Look at what you're doing and what you can do, however you want to do it. I know a lot of people are talking about set pieces and, not a lot of chances created and whatnot. We asked him to find a way to win. We still didn't, but that's what he's doing.
Over the last few years, Arsenal has gone through a very positive transition, no doubt about that. But when you look closely at the timeline, you start seeing a pattern that's a bit uncomfortable. Let's go back to 2021/22. Arsenal was the youngest team in the Premier League, with an average age of just 24 years and 308 days. They weren't really in a title race, they were fighting for European qualification. Meanwhile, despite heavy pressure from Liverpool, Manchester City spent the entire second half of the season at the top of the table and won the league by just 1 point. In the final 12 matches of that season, Guardiola's side collected 30 points. Arsenal, just 18. That run pushed the Gunners down to 5th place and into the Europa League. Good progress, yes, but still miles from Champions form. Now fast forward to 2022/2023. 3 years ago at this exact stage of the season, Arsenal were top of the table after 27 matches. 5 points clear of Manchester City, same number of games played. Sound familiar? They stayed on top until matchday 33. Then came that brutal 4-1 defeat at the Etihad. City knocked them off the summit and never looked back. Guardiola's side finished the season with 31 points from their final 12 matches. Arsenal managed just 21. That was the beginning of City's historic treble season. Premier League, FA Cup and Champions League. Arsenal watched it happen. Then came 2023/2024, one of the tightest title races in years. Arsenal, City and Liverpool were separated by 1 or 2 points for months. The Gunners even led the table several times in May. It felt like their year. Proper belief, proper momentum. But once again, it wasn't enough. City edged it. Guardiola's men only took 1 more point than Arsenal in the final 12 matches, but that was all they needed. A win over West Ham on the final day sealed a 4th consecutive Premier League title. Clinical, ruthless, inevitable. Now 2024/2025. With Manchester City wobbling earlier in the campaign, it became a straight fight between Liverpool and Arsenal. Arteta's side sat second from December onwards, but a late season wobble, including that painful 2-1 home defeat to Bournemouth in May, allowed Liverpool to pull clear and win the league by 10 points. And here's the kicker. Even after dropping to 7th just before Christmas, Manchester City still finished the season stronger than Arsenal. City picked up 27 points in their final 12 matches. Arsenal collected 21, City finished 3rd, just 3 points behind the Gunners. So yes, Arsenal has grown. They've matured, they've become genuine contenders. But when the season hits its final stretch, when it becomes about nerve, mentality, and killer instinct, history says they fade, and that's precisely what Mikel Arteta has always feared. Mikel Arteta has now delivered 3 consecutive second-place finishes, and he's staring at the very real possibility of wasting yet another golden opportunity to finally lift the Premier League trophy. And just like we've seen before, that second half of the season pattern keeps showing up again and again. It's like a bad habit Arsenal can't shake off. Arsenal have now won just 2 of their last 7 Premier League games. 2. In that run, they've thrown away leads against Manchester United,
Inside the penalty area, clipped back into the box, chance for Erling.
Brentford,
Nkapie. Oh, it's it!
and Wolves. That's not just unlucky, that's fragile. Earlier in the campaign, they were ruthless. Before that defeat to United in January, Arsenal had scored first in 13 league matches and won every single one. When they went ahead, it was basically game over, calm, controlled, professional. But that authority, it's vanished. Now you can see the nerves, you can feel the pressure. Every single year of that 22-year title drought is sitting on their shoulders like a weight. It's visible in the players, it's visible in Arteta on the touchline. The tension is different now, and here's the stat that should genuinely worry Arsenal fans. This was the first time in Premier League history that a team starting the day bottom avoided defeat against the team starting the day top after trailing by 2 or more goals. First time ever. For a squad this deep, this talented, this experienced, that's bordering on unforgivable. This isn't about quality anymore, it's about mentality. And right now, Arsenal are becoming exactly what Mikel Arteta has always been afraid of, a nearly team that can't quite finish the job. Arsenal's board have made it crystal clear Mikel Arteta has no excuses left this season. None. After spending serious money, they expect one thing and one thing only, the Premier League title.
Arsenal fans, it just heightens the tension, heightens the belief that Arsenal are going to blow it again.
And to be fair, they're not wrong. Since Arteta took over, Arsenal have invested around £920 million. That's not a rebuild, that's a full-blown transformation. We're talking about signings like Thomas Partey, Ben White, Martin Odegaard, Aaron Ramsdale, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko. Kai Havertz, Jurrien Timber, Declan Rice, David Raya, Riccardo Calafiori, Mikel Merino. That's elite level backing. And this season, Andrea Berta went absolutely mad in the market. Martin Subimendi, Christian Nørgaard, Noni Madueke, Christian Mosquera, Victor Gyökeres, Eberechi Eze, and Piero Hincapié. Around £250 million spent to fix exactly what Arteta needed: midfield control and killer instinct up front. Because defensively, Arsenal had already built arguably the best defence in Europe for 3 straight seasons. That part was sorted. This summer was about adding the final pieces: the polish, the ruthlessness, the edge. So yes, this has to be the year. It has to be. If they don't win it now, after this level of backing, this level of squad depth, this level of stability, it will be viewed as a massive failure. No sugarcoating it. But here's the small problem. Pep Guardiola looks like he's found the formula again. Coming back to win the Premier League without being top of the table, that's basically Pep Guardiola's signature move. He's done it so many times, it doesn't even feel dramatic anymore, it just feels inevitable. 5 points, that's nothing for City. That's light work compared to when they hunted down Liverpool in 2021, when Klopp's side were 8 points clear around this stage. City still reeled them in, and Arsenal fans don't need reminding of 2022/2023. City were 8 points behind as late as April. 8. Arsenal had led the league for 248 days that season and still didn't win it. They ended up setting the unwanted record for the most days top of the table without lifting the trophy. Brutal. And right now, it looks like Guardiola has timed it perfectly again. The team feels sharper, the rotations look fresher, the big players are peaking at the right moment. Manchester City's attack right now is direct, aggressive, and properly ruthless. This isn't slow build-up for the sake of it anymore. This is sharp. This is vertical. This is deadly. Phil Foden has found his long-range shooting again. The screamers are back.
Straight to Foden!
Premier League, Champions League, doesn't matter. His link-up with Haaland and Cherki has turned him into a proper weapon for Guardiola. He's drifting inside, pulling strings, and when he hits it from a distance, you just expect the net to ripple. And speaking of Cherki, what a signing he's been. Honestly, arguably the best new player in the Premier League this season. His level is outrageous. Currently, it's frightening. Rabona assists.
Cherki, il a éliminé Cherki une fois, 2 fois. Oh, le coup du foulard!
Long-range bangers. Passes through lines nobody else even sees.
The middle, good run from Cherki. On it goes to Foden. Shooting.
He plays like he's in the park, but at an elite tempo. But if City has one weapon they'll fully unleash in this title run-in, it's Erling Haaland. The best number 9 in the world. Yes, he's had moments where the goals dried up a bit, but dry for Haaland still means 29 goals with City this season. And in a title race, you want the giant Norwegian on your side, because once he catches fire, he's unplayable. Then you've got Jeremy Doku coming back from injury, arguably the most explosive dribbler in the league. Pure chaos, pure 1 versus 1 destruction. And the new gem, Antoine Semenyo, winger, forward, even defensive shifts when needed. He does it all. Incredible physicality, selfless work rate, and a proper instinct for second balls. He's already scored in 3 different competitions and will get his Champions League debut next month. 15 goals and 5 assists this season, and since joining City, 5 goals and 2 assists in 9 matches. His landing has been sensational, and the most terrifying part, they're managed by Pep Guardiola, a man whose DNA is winning the Premier League. He's built this season methodically to peak now. Pep has focused on player quality above all else. He's adapted to the squad he has. Right now, with Antoine as his only natural starting winger, he's tweaked the system to make the players feel comfortable. That's what separates him. So many managers get sacked because they refuse to let go of their tactical ego.
Because the breaking news, I think you might have guessed it, is that Manchester United have sacked Ruben Amorim. Okay, Jamie predicted it just a few minutes ago.
Pep, he keeps his principles, but he adjusts the structure around the players. In 2026, he still believes in dominating possession, pinning teams back, breaking low blocks just like he did 20 years ago. But to get the best out of his squad, he adapts the details. He's reinvented his teams countless times. People say young coaches play like Pep, but Pep's own teams don't even play the same way year after year. What never changes is his thinking, his core beliefs, his obsession with control. And it's not just about attack. The way he's used midfielders at fullback, Nico O'Reilly, Matthias Nunes rotating inside, has been a masterstroke in build-up and transitions. Add smart defensive signings like Mark Guehi, and suddenly this City side feels balanced again. Currently, Guardiola has the most complete squad in the Premier League, and if you ask me, they're favourites.